What's going on in crypto today? May 29th, Thursday, we've got Bitcoin news, Sui Popkins news, we've got Wallet Connect news, potentially some free tokens, which you may want to send off, Fartcoin news, some tariff news, potentially it was all illegal. Let's dive in, let's get amongst it, do it nice and fast, let's speed run this. This is a few days old, about 10 days, and we are a little bit higher, but is this a possible rejection point? I don't mean is it like a top, but is it a possible rejection? I do not think it's a top, and what we're using is cycle top, so you could understand why that would be the case. What we're seeing with Bitcoin is this consolidation period, consolidation. The upside is nothing crazy. It's like 6%. So, I mean, like the risk is not worth it right now. What we can do instead is we can look at the FOMC meeting, which is coming up on June 18. And that's very, very important because when that goes on, what we've got is some more clarity in the markets, even though interest rates will not decrease. We just have more clarity in the markets. Last time it happened, even though interest rates did not decrease, the market still pumped. Now remember, nothing's financial advice. I'll say that once, and just keep in mind for the entirety of this video. So we've got Bitcoin here, potentially, sorry about that, potentially getting some ZBTC at this point, a little bit of USDC and a DLMM, and having a little bit of a range to the up and down side. You would print some fees and you could get that BTC, ZBTC to sell as we go up, get you some MET points and whatnot. One token that my TA dude loves, Tyler, is Fartcoin. Hot air rises. Right now, like, look at this trend line. If it breaks a trend line, then it's a different, we have to reevaluate it. But the trend line is an uptrend. It's doing pretty well. And specifically, it's so close to 0.78 that it could be a good time to get some. What I'm going to do, I won't do it now so it doesn't take up too much time, but is I'm going to just buy some Fartcoin after this video, and I'm going to put it into Meteor DLMM, but I'm going to do it specifically with HawkFi, and I'm just going to have my range set, and I'm just going to take profits. And remember, I'm not going to be too greedy. I'm just going to buy some here, and then just spot it all the way up here, and just do it in USDC. So it's just paired with USDC. Justin, FTX to begin distributing over $5 billion in stablecoins to creditors on May 30. So make sure your paperwork's all in line. And also, this is some pretty crazy news. If US federal court blocks Trump from imposing sweeping tariffs. Essentially, TLDR is it was illegal for him to do it. He was saying it was a national emergency, but Congress has to get amongst those sort of things. I prompted ChatGPT, not in great detail, but is it accurate? Yes, it's inaccurate. So the ruling specifically targets the Liberation Day tariffs, which included 10% duty on a wide range of imports. Financial markets responded positively to the ruling, so we could be back on. The tariffs are probably going to be, held up with red tape, and yeah. Having a look at the cryptocurrency market state visualization, ETH is up a little bit. There are people that I know that are calling for ETH to jump up to 4K. So now this is my time when I would buy some ETH and I'll put it up into a DLMM and just to take some profits. I'm not going to hold this thing long term. Yeah, you do what you like. Bitcoin and Sol not doing much. Sol's probably not going to do much as well until Bitcoin has a little bit more of a rally, and until the FOMC meeting on June 18. That is my expectation. So what could be also a good play here is just like a DLMM from down to 165 maybe, up to 184, something like that. Our next kind of area where we need to get up to is 0.5 on the fib, which is $194. Fair and Greed's at 74. That's all good. And Jupiter stakers will be eligible for WCT rewards. They gave away some of this, hundreds of dollars worth to individual people. So thousands, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars at Solana Accelerate. So well done to them. I do not like Wallet Connect compared to the competition, to be perfectly honest. Solflare on Solana, Infinex in the future for everything else. OKX wallet is what I'm using for Sui and stuff. Personal preferences, yeah, it is what it is. Wallet Connect, it's never worked on Solana, so I've never really used it very actively. I'm not saying you should do this, but if I get an airdrop, I'm just going to sell it. You do what you like. JUP and Juice vote working group, vote for calendar. I'm not going to tell people how I'm voting anymore. You can do your own research, but yeah, do some research, okay? Have a look at this. The proposal, People are going to be mostly concerned about the price. I will say this, once again, you can look at the thing, you can see if it's valuable, whatever. But I know for many people in the world, 5K a month is a lot. This is peanuts. It's not peanuts. It's fair, I guess I should say. It's but yeah, you decide. You vote yes. You vote no when it goes out. Easy peasy. The Litterbox Trust keeps on adding dupe. Look, I think Jupiter as a ecosystem is brilliant. I'm really excited for JupNet. I would hope that Validator.com could be a validator on that network. Having said that, the actual price of Jupe, it is struggling. It is certainly struggling. There's a significant amount of resistance at like 60 cents, multi-year high or multi-high resistance. And the buybacks, they are cool, good ideas, but there needs to be something more exciting to have that price. I think their latest edition with Huma Finance and the fact that you could get a pre-sale price at a really good price, I think that's a really great idea. But as I said the other day, they needed to extend the runaway. It's a very bad time to do it when people are literally at a conference without their ledgers and then are flying back. So I would say that was a proper smooth brain, and I don't want that to happen again. Introducing Launchpad Screener. This is pretty cool. It shows you all the launchpads. You can see that Let's Bonk Fund is having some difficulty, and Pump is still like the big dog, proper big dog. But like it's hard out there. It really is hard out there. And I hope that Let's Bonk does well because Let's Bonk is cool. The trenches right now, I'm staying away until there's more positive signs, until I see some of the people in the DLMM community do well. Otherwise, I'll still use the technology with Hawkfire and DLMMs directly with Meteor for things that I think are less risky. ETH, USDC, bit of Sol, some ZBTC, up, down. It will make me less, but I won't have those massive losses. So you may have heard that Circle's IPOing and BlackRock is going to acquire 10% of USDC. Also, this is interesting and maybe a reason to actually use USDT, actually, to be perfectly honest. So Circle has frozen 58 million in USDC after US court order requested by Berwick Law, which are like, I mean, they could do some good things, but they are just annoyance for most of the time, to be perfectly honest. Targeting Hayden Davis, Keisler, Ben Chow, Meteor, and others. Now, I haven't looked at the source here, so I don't know what has happened. Obviously, like this was a max extract by this. We'll have to see what happens. Yeah, but Circle has gone ahead and frozen with USDC. So, just for more flexibility in the space, maybe Tether's your way to go, to be perfectly honest. GameStop, they ended up only buying $500 million worth of Bitcoin. So not the 34,000 or whatever what was speculated. And the Bitcoin conference, I have no coverage on it because it's Bitcoin and I don't know what was really being spoken about. But this, I mean, well done. They did a record attempt. Perfect. What is this? Most payments in one single day. Okay. But free pass for next year. If you want to go to Vegas, may as well go get a general admission pass right now. And then you work out if you're going to rock up or whatnot. It could be pretty damn cool, to be perfectly honest. Claynosaurs tomorrow, which is now today. Exact time, don't know. Unleash the Popkins. I'm going to be max bidding this, to be perfectly honest. We don't have the exact time, but soon. When? Soon. This is going to be going on for multiple days, so you can get in later if you like. I'll do more videos on it, just letting you know. I've already done one video on it. The best bridge to bridge across will be Mayan Bridge, from my experience. And you can watch this. Timestamps are here, easy peasy. Sol Big Brain will be getting amongst this as well, as one of the largest Claynosaurs holders. And they also back Sui Chain, so pretty worthwhile. Also, Vita from Solflare is working on a top secret project inside Solflare. 6 months will launch, literally change the crypto game. That seems pretty damn exciting. But in addition to that, get your yaps on with Infinex. That's your actionable. Infinex is freaking sick. I'm not paid to shill. I wish I would. No, I don't even wish I would. Just use Infinex. It's going to be the biggest game changer. And look at this. This is $6 million. $6 million in rewards. Let's pull that up. 6 million rewards. So pretty damn decent. That's everything. Thanks very much for watching. Remember, very important, go and stake your soul. If you don't stake your soul, you're missing out on those returns. And stake with validator.com. That's all. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.